here's your EOAlive weather forecast.
Hope all having a great end to the work week. Gabe Curtis reporting on this August 26th, brought to you by Conklin Insurance. Much of us saw highs right around 90 today, give or take, an exception for the mountains, cooler into the mid-80s with that warm spot on the map, 97 in Ontario. Heading out the door this evening into La Grande, we are seeing lots of sunshine, although I'm expecting more of those scattered clouds overnight tonight, dropping those temperatures down into the mid to the upper 40s for much of us, an exception for warmer from John Day to Pendleton into the mid to the upper 50s, but not as warm as Ontario, only making it down to about 65 with that cold spot on the map, down to the lower 40s in Meacham. Heading into the day tomorrow, it'll be a fairly comfortable day, an exception for those gusty winds, upper 70s to lower 80s for much of us, an exception for that warm spot, still getting up to about 90 in Ontario, with Meacham only approaching 70 degrees. The sunshine will be filtered at times due to those cirrus clouds, but we'll still see some in the mix. Heading into the day tomorrow for La Grande, it looks like this will start out into the upper 50s at the 8 o'clock hour, tracking a little bit more of that sunshine being filtered during the day, few more breaks during the morning, and then again in the evening with those westerlies turning to the northwest in the afternoon, gusting up to 35 miles per hour in spots. Heading into my short-term forecast for the Grand Ronde Valley, tracking upper 70s for tomorrow. We drop all the way down into lower 40s overnight as we see decreasing cloud cover. That would mean 30-degree temperatures into the mountains. Just some scattered high clouds left over Sunday morning. Otherwise, we clear out, rising those temperatures back into the lower 80s. As we head into my 7-day forecast, our next heat wave begins on Monday as we just touch 90. Warmer for midweek with highs into the mid to the upper 90s and lows into the mid to the upper 50s as more scattered clouds work their way in, producing a slight chance for an isolated storm late Tuesday into early Wednesday. Otherwise, completely dry throughout next week. Another cool down begins on Friday with highs back into the 80s and lows into the 40s. That trend looks to continue through next weekend. This has been Gabe Curtis, bringing the most accurate forecast you can get here in Eastern Oregon. Thank you to the folks down at Conklin Insurance for sponsoring this weathercast, and I will be back on Monday. Have a blessed weekend.